Hi everyone. So before we start querying data, I just want to go over what SQL is. So it is a structured query language which is used to store, manipulate, and retrieve data from a relational database. It is used in different types of relational databases such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, or SQL Server. So the one we'll be using is MySQL. A relational database is a collection of tables of data, and these are all linked by a common identifier, or a key. Each table has a primary key, which is a unique key assigned to each row, and this key can connect the table to another. It is known as a foreign key in the other table. There are three ways two tables can be related to one another: one-to-one, one-to-many, or a many-to-many relationship. The best way to show this is with an entity relationship diagram. This diagram shows how each relationship would be displayed visually for three tables: building, room, and class. The many side of the relationship looks like a crow's foot, which is the name of this type of ER diagram. Building code is the primary key for the building table and is connected to the room table. The same applies to room code, which is the primary key for the room table and the foreign key for the class table. That shows this relationship. Let's look at the tables we will be querying in the Classic Models database. So these are the 8 tables of the Classic Models database. And you can see in the middle customers and products, and then you can see order details and orders. We will use these 4 tables quite commonly, but we will use the other ones as well. But if you look at customers, for example, and orders, you can see the relationship is a one-to-many, as a customer can have many orders. And then these can be joined on the customer number. You can see the customer number is a primary key in the customer table, and it is a foreign key in the orders table. Orders and order details, however, are a one-to-one relationship, and they can be joined on the order number. Order details just breaks down the order by product. So when I open up MySQL Workbench, you can see the tables on the left-hand side. You just need to expand the tables section. And these are the 8 tables that we will be querying in this part of the course. And if we click on any table, you can see on the bottom left here, it shows the column names in each table. So customer number, for example, it tells us that this is the PK means the primary key, and int is the data type of this entity, this field. So each field, it shows each data type, varchar 50. And you can do this for any table. And you can also expand the table and just look at the columns here as well. So I have attached that entity relationship diagram to this lecture if you wanted to download it and view it. It may come in useful later, particularly whenever we're joining tables together. And whenever you go to do the exercises, for example, you may need to find a column name and you don't know which table it is. This diagram will help you find that. Just going back to our example here, we have to remember that a building can have many rooms and each room can have many classes. So this is why this relationship shows a one-to-many relationship. And if we look at our sample Classic Models ER diagram, we have to imagine that each employee can have many customers, but each customer will only have one employee, or a sales rep this would be. So in the next video, we'll start looking at some basic SQL select statements and we'll start writing them in MySQL Workbench. So I'll see you in the next video.